Welcome to Trendsetters 2012. Trends in jewelry have changed considerably throughout the history of time. And much of this change has been gradual and a natural progression of the category. But in the present times, the customers' fashion sensibilities are evolving fast, and it is becoming crucial for the industry to interpret these changes and create designs that are compelling.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Rajiv Jain, Chairman GJEPC on the dais, and ask him to kindly share a few words.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The kind of this program which you are witnessing today, this was a requirement of the trade, of the industry, because until unless we touch the consumer by way of design and way of trends, we are not doing justice to the industry. So once again, I welcome you all and enjoy the show. Thank you.
Time now to move on with tonight's show, the pièce de résistance, for which we have all been eagerly awaiting. The creation showcase by the leading trendsetters, design houses and manufacturers of the country. The 21st century could well be defined as the era of femininity.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting you the astounding design display under poetic femininity trend by Gold Star Jewelry. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sanjay Shah, Alkesh Shah and Shwetal Shah from Gold Star Jewelry. Retail jeweler India Trendsetters presents Revival of Swan Curve Trend by Surana Gems and Jewelry. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Neeraj Surana and Rahul Surana from Surana Gems and Jewelry, Kolkata. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting you the trend-setting design trend, Eternal Dreamland by Ansa Jewelers. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kantilal Shah, Anand Shah and Kiran Shah from Ansa Jewelers. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting you some truly amazing ensemble under Nature of Craft trend by Indian Gem and Jewelry Imperial. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Harshvardhan Duggar from Indian Gem and Jewelry Imperial, Kolkata. Retail Jewelers India Trendsetters presents Wings of the Wind Trend by Jilly India. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mehul Parekh from Jilly, India. Retail Jeweler India Trendsetters presents The Bloom Trend by Fine Jewelry, India. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Sohil Kothari from Fine Jewelry. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting you the collection under the trend Reclaimed Luxury by Farah Khan. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome and put your hands together for the gorgeous Farah Khan from Farah Khan Fine Jewelry. Retail Jeweler India Trendsetters presents Retro Royals Trend by RBZ Jewelers. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Rajendra Kumar Kantilal Zaveri from RBZ Jewelers, Ahmedabad. Trendsetters presents Ethnocentric Trend by Birdhi Chand Ghanshyamdas Jewelers. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Yash Agarwal of Birdhi Chand Ghanshyamdas Jewelers from the Pink City of Jaipur. Trendsetters presents Neo-Classic Trend by Sama Jewelry. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome and put your hands together for Naveen Jashnani from Sama Jewelry. Trendsetters presents The Opulence of Nizam by Maya Gold from Gitanjali Group. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nirav Adalja from Maya Gold.
Our presenting partners for the evening are Forevermark and Gemological Institute of America. I'd like to request Mr. Stephen Lucier, Chief Executive Officer of Forevermark, to come up on stage and address this august gathering.
As you may know, we launched Forevermark, the diamond brand from the De Beers Group of companies, in India throughout 2011. 2012 will see us take the brand to new Indian cities, but also build the brand awareness. We've built the Forevermark around what we think are long-term trends that are going to impact our industry for years and decades to come. The 5 key trends that we see: 1, consumers search for uniqueness in the product that they own and wear. Secondly, consumers need for greater assurance of both the quality of the product that they own and buy and the provenance, particularly when it comes to diamonds. The third is an internationalization of design trend. Fourth, greater appreciation of store of value qualities of true non-disposable luxury products. And fifth, not really related to design, but I think important for any designer, is the role of digital marketing. That's all I want to say today. 5, what I think big trends that are going to be around here year after year. The good thing about doing this at the beginning of the year is if I come back this time next year, you'll have forgotten anyway. So if they don't come true, hopefully you won't remember. But thank you very much.
Let's see an audiovisual on GIA, the presenting partner of Trendsetters 2012.
The beauty of a diamond lies in the eyes of the beholder, but the true value of a diamond is what makes it precious. The 4 C's, a standard used worldwide to determine diamond quality, was created by Gemological Institute of America, now bringing a sparkle to the Indian gems and jewelry industry by providing world-class grading services and gemology education, bridging the gap between wondering and knowing GIA.
I'd now like to request Nirufa Bhatt, Managing Director, GIA India, to kindly come onto stage and share a few words on GIA.
Good evening. At GIA, we make every effort to reach out to various locations across India, to the retailers and the consumers, and we'll continue to work with all of you here through Retail Jeweler and through GJPC and other platforms to reach out to you. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a very nice evening. and more importantly, have a very successful 2012. Thank you.
I saw a mobile, BlackBerry mobile, by Porsche. And I asked, what's the price? It's 2 lakhs. Now a phone of 35,000 rupees can be sold for 2 lakhs just because it is not Porsche, designed by Porsche. Why can't it happen in our trade?
Ladies and gentlemen, moving ahead, we will now begin with the panel discussion for the evening.
The topic for discussion is trends, of course. And we are trying to understand the broad trends in the market. What are the broad consumer trends you're observing in the socio-economic or cultural environment which has been changing in the recent past?
What is happening is, as the society modernizes, people are opting for lighter pieces in their wedding jewelry, okay, leaving about 20% crust. Majority of them are opting for lighter pieces, and they want pieces that they can regularly use later on.
Sure. Naveen, is there a way to understand the supply trends, to incorporate those qualities or those sizes in a manner that the prices can be more acceptable?
We have to see that, like you said, whether it's loose diamonds or it's colored gemstones, the industry has to work together to see that the supply is available.
Nirupaji, coming to you, there is a broad trend that we observe in the market. Information, because it's so easily available, is replacing awareness or connection with the brand, emotional connection with the brands.
I think there are a couple of things about the consumer market today. More than 40% of India's population is very young. They are very tech savvy, they have information through net. We should be able to be very upfront with our customers to be able to have that transparency, and we are able to sell them with conviction, with disclosure, and I think that is the way, I believe, that we can expand the market. So third-party certification is becoming more important.
I see that there is a lot of non-standardization in the market too. As an industry, are we losing the opportunity in some ways because of that?
What I believe is that there is a standard in terms of the colors, which is the GI, the creator of forces. Those master stones are available, and I believe those who are selling, buying are aware. The question is, what are you telling your customer? And I think that's where the communication is failing. And that, in my opinion, is a crucial point, and we need to be sure that we are able to address that and be transparent and are honest in our communication to the customers, because they will figure out sooner or later, and more are figuring out.
I'm sure. I think we'll all need to keep an eye on the future than the present. Okay, moving to you, Mr. Narang. In your experience, what have you observed in terms of development in design innovation? Because designs are also a key factor that need to, go with the trends. So how do you think it has moved in the gold and in the diamond sector?
The innovation in the gold jewelry is far, far better than what has happened with the diamond jewelry in past 2 decades. So they have experimented with everything, with the textures, with the color stones, with adding kundan to it, with adding diamonds to it, to everything. And I'm surprised that our diamond jewelry manufacturers why they are not so creative. And the buyer also for the gold jewelry is more of upper middle and middle class, whereas for the diamond it is upper middle and elite. I don't say that the diamond jewelry hasn't evolved or the innovation is not there. It's slow. I mean, I go to IHS, what I see that all the stalls are having the same kind of stuff, except the few. Everybody wants to make the same kind of jewelry. They want to they all want to make sets. They all want to make things which have lots of diamonds. I know it's more viable, but the thought behind the design is absent. Nobody is coming out with a particular line per se, which you can talk about and sell it. I saw a mobile, BlackBerry mobile by Porsche, and I asked, what's the price? It's 2 lakhs. Now a phone of 35,000 rupees can be sold for 2 lakhs just because it is not Porsche, designed by Porsche. Why can't it happen in our trade?
There's another very broad trend that is coming in the market, is that the price considerations are going down as opposed to the considerations for design, quality, trends, that's going up. So, Sachin, would you like to comment on that?
What we see on and on again, and very something that come up again and again, is that there's a lot of consciousness on the acquisition of jewelry now. I mean, it's something that the woman is looking out to see what is different in this, what is the emotional connect to what she wants to buy.
You did a research where you said you found out that acquisition, the need to acquire, is going up. So that's a great opportunity for the industry, right?
Absolutely, and you know, it's not. I mean, when we create concept, Ramesh Bhai was saying that the concepts have to drive demand. I mean, it's not just a design that drives demand. If a concept is something that is targeted to a consumer and consumer she can relate to that concept, that's what has to be.
Mr. Shivram, of course, we are glad to have you here because you give us not just a perspective of one region but the whole nation.
It's an eclectic mix of all kinds of designs. And what's the message that we are telling to the customer? And going back to what he said, if you are able to understand the consumer needs, and one of the examples that we can, if you look at a teenager or a girl with around 20-25 years old with about 30,000-40,000 rupees of disposable income, her first choice today is maybe a mobile. So when we did our research, for example, the reason why a working woman was not coming into a jewelry store until probably her marriage was that I don't have anything to wear for my office wear. Right? And that kind of an insight is what led us to the launch of the Mia collection, which I'm assuming most of you would have seen. So if you are able to read that thought process in her and give her something, then I think there is an opportunity.
So Hale, in this industry, do you see an opportunity for driving a cohesive trend?
I think definitely in most industries or most categories, the trends start out at the very high end and trickle down over time to the middle to the lower end. And you know, as far as the apparel industry is concerned, it's not that all the shirt manufacturers got up 5 years ago and had a dream to make shirts with stripes. There was some sort of a process behind it. There was some sort of cohesiveness into that thought process. And I'm sure we can do something like that even in the jewelry business.
Kaustav, can you please tell us some broad trends that are going on in the global market?
If I talk to all of you, I am very sure that you are all playing with your mobile. Mobile is not for playing, it's only to talk, right? I can see ladies here, gentlemen there, all are actually engaged with your mobile, right? How many of you are engaged with your jewelry? So what we need is basically the jewelry should talk a story.
Ishu, coming to you, you have experience of handling elite to upper elite customers. So in your experience, how is the trend, consumer trend evolving?
Whatever we say, whatever we do, at the end of the day, design is very, very important. And Ramesh was talking about how a Porsche mobile was selling for 2 lakhs. Unfortunately, I think in that area, we are guilty ourselves, because when we are selling, we are saying, oh, investment value, return value. So we are only talking about investment. We need to get out of that and sell it as a lifestyle product.
See, clearly, I think we are losing opportunity here because one thing which is coming up again and again is that there is a need in the market. We know the reason we are talking about consumer trends and not product trends is because once we understand the consumer trends, it will be so much easier for us to develop products which are addressing those trends and make it more marketing effective, like he said, because if the product is not compelling, even the marketing is going waste. So I think we collectively as an industry need to take stock of what we want to achieve. And clearly there is opportunity because change is the norm. Every industry is feeding off on that because we are consuming more than what we need. That is a clear trend that we like change, we like to acquire things. That acquisition trend has to be brought in to our industry, and that can only happen if we believe in shortening the product cycles by infusing more fashion as often as we can, not just wait for 1 year and not just wait for one occasion of wedding, because there is
a huge buying opportunity that we are missing out on because we are all focused on weddings. So thank you so much, panelists.
Before we actually bring the evening to a close, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to request Mr. Sanjay Kothari, Vice Chairman, GJEPC, to kindly come on stage for his thank you note.
I'll not take much of your time, friends. I know that we had a long day. Soma and Sameet, you have done a wonderful job. Panel discussion, what we had also was wonderfully well executed. Good insight from that also, that not innovative ideas are required, innovative designs are required, but innovative ways to reach the consumers are also required. I leave this to your thoughts and see what we can do to reach the consumers collectively. Thank you very much.
We had a brainstorming session with the core team of Trendsetters 2012. Then the lines of clothes that we did were in correlation with themes and the line of the jeweler. Now the entire trend of wearing jewelry has also changed. The concept has become less is more. So when you would wear a beautiful pair of earrings, you would wear no neck piece. So it would be a beautiful pair of earrings and a beautiful silhouette and some nice embroidery in your garment, and that would be your look. Earlier, the trend used to be that I'm wearing a pink lehenga, so I will wear rubies because pink goes with pink. Now it's no longer about that. Now, if you were to wear, say, your emeralds, you would not choose green. You would probably wear a beautiful ivory sari and have a lovely green neck piece happening, so the jewelry stands out and the sari stands out. Trendsetters 2012 is a perfect example of the apparel industry and the jewelry industry coming together. And we can see how well they've complemented each other.
Concept is wonderful, and I think it's very important because if we need to get into the fashion level, we need to get going in this manner because we all have to follow a certain theme so that we are all in the same lines, and that could create the aspiration.
ऐसी programs अपने industry में बार-बार होने चाहिए और एक platform पर लाके समीर जी ने बहुत अच्छा काम किया।
जब भी मैंने ट्रेंड सेटर के बारे में सुना कि ये रिटेल ज्वेलर्स मैगजीन ये प्रोग्राम ऑर्गेनाइज कर रहे हैं, तब भी मेरा कॉन्फिडेंस बन गया कि ये सक्सेस प्रोग्राम है।
These kind of initiatives which the industry has been taking, and I think the retail jeweler has taken the lead in doing these kind of initiatives, that has made such a difference to the industry.